When you were growing up, were you allowed to express your feelings or did you have to hold them in? Well, you still had feelings. And as a young kid, a teen, an adult, you learn to hold your feelings in. And when you hold your feelings in, you're using your body as the receptacle, the junkyard, the basement, the trash, to push those feelings down. And they go in the body and they stay there, definitely impacting your immune system, your mind, your feelings, your relationships, everything. Unresolved childhood experiences are called ACEs, for adverse childhood experiences. They're very common. Just as many men, boys have ACEs as girls and women, but men and boys don't get treatment, hardly ever. Women get more treatment. Same number of adverse experiences. Women seek out treatment much more often than the men. So the men are struggling with the impacts of the repressed, unresolved traumas, difficulties, stressors. Women also, just men more often, causing premature death, more cardiovascular disease, more autoimmune illnesses, more cancers. Because what's ever going on emotionally is going on physically. What's ever going on physically and emotionally is going on mentally. Going on in your relationships, in your life, in your work. Everything is impacted by your life experiences, and if they're unresolved, the impacts are very, very difficult. It's the healthcare system. Why do you think everybody's using the healthcare system? Why do you think we have such an expensive trillion-dollar life health problem? Because of ACEs. That's the primary reason. We are emotionally driven beings. We are not primarily logical. You know this. You could logically explain something to somebody that they really need to understand, and they don't. When they emotionally have an experience where it clicks, they start to make the changes. At least they're more open, because once you're open, then you still have to do the inner work to make the changes. And a lot of people just don't want to do the work. Once they find out that it feels right, feel better right away, it's actually enjoyable, start to feel better physically, emotionally, mentally, it affects your relationships in great ways, then they're more open. But it takes an experience. That's what you get in the Enlighten app. It took Dr. Flaty and I 30 years of research, clinical experience to develop that app. That's what you get in the book, From Trauma to Enlightenment, another 25-year investment. Yes, assessments, techniques that you will enjoy, that you can tailor to fit yourself. You can do it in private. You have to tell anybody. It's completely confidential. The app, the book, just for you. Okay. Check out the links. You deserve it.